So, Secretary of State Marco Rubio landed in Mexico today, with Washington already in a combative stance across Central and South America. Within the last 48 hours, Trump announced the U.S. military struck a Venezuelan drug boat tied to Tren de Aragua, killing 11. The administration called it the first publicized narco terrorist strike. Venezuela denounced it, while the White House doubled down on its efforts. Mexico hasn't commented on this specific event, but earlier warned that designating cartels as terrorist groups cannot be used as an excuse for U.S. intervention. President Scheinbaum said Mexico will accept collaboration and coordination, but never subordination, intervention, or invasion. Back in February, the State Department formally listed Tren de Aragua, Sinaloa, CJNG, and other cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. The Drug Enforcement Administration's 2025 assessment called illicit fentanyl the top killer, with Sinaloa and CJNG producing in Mexico using Chinese precursors. Despite Trump's promise to crack down on China as the source, the production continues in South and Central America as 44 million fentanyl pills, 4,500 pounds of fentanyl powder cross the border, along with 65,000 pounds of meth and a little over 200,000 pounds of cocaine. Yet China's suppliers and U.S. laundering conduits remain untouched. Mexico's line is clear: cooperate, but they reject any foreign troops or unilateral U.S. action. Mexican President Scheinbaum publicly ruled out U.S. forces entering Mexico and dismissed the DEA's new Project Portero announcement, saying that any framework that deals with Mexico has to run through the State Department and will respect Mexican sovereignty. Rubio will likely push an intel sharing memorandum of understanding, but not a binding treaty. Trump is also demanding authority for cross-border raids to track down illegals potentially coming over, even as southern border crossings hit record lows. The Border Patrol reported under 9,000 apprehensions in May, which was a 93% drop year over year. Yet Trump keeps dangling tariffs as leverage against Mexico. Mexico remains one of America's top two trading partners, with $840 billion in goods traded in 2024. Both Mexico and Canada face threats of tariffs of up to 30%. A 30% tariff will cost U.S. households an extra $1,200 annually on average. The reality is, while Trump beats the drum on cartels, Beijing and even the European Union are stepping into Latin America to fill the vacuum. Mexico wants U.S. action on southbound weapons, which are fueling cartel arsenals, but the administration seems indifferent about that and remains more loud on tariffs than on stemming gun flows. Rubio, though, will push for policies that codify joint targeting and deconfliction, especially when it comes to cartel money heading to China. But tough talk and photo ops only go so far. When tariffs punish Americans and public spats with a popular Mexican president weaken the standing of the U.S. In the end, it is likely that there will be very little that comes out of this trip. Trump's approach has boxed Washington in, leaving Mexico cautious. China is becoming more opportunistic here, and likely there won't be a clear win for the U.S. after this meeting.